What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Strung Out. And we're back for the final tune on the Element of Sonic Defiance 2000. Thank you as always to Paulie. And we have another Strung Out album waiting after this, and we still can go back to the skinny years before we got fat material. In any case, the last tune on the Element of Sonic Defiance is Mephisto, which, if you don't know, is a short version of the name Mephistopheles, or as some people say, Mephistopheles. This is a demonic character, a devil-like, now literary stock character. I think it's based on a Germanic demonic legend or, folklore type of figure. And it is most prominent, or the character is most prominent in Goethe's Faust, which is to say the tragedy of Dr. Faust or Faustus. And if you don't know that story, long story short, it's a doctor who is tempted by Mephistopheles, or Mephistopheles if you prefer, in a way that allows him to make great changes in society that he sees as beneficial and forward-looking, or that will allow for progress, but with costs, and many costs that are unexpected, or which Faust does not see in advance. So yes, it's a very great philosophical narrative, and the elements of it have been utilized and extrapolated in many cultural works and novels since then. But yes, I wonder here if we're taking the stock character idea, someone who can affect great change and can provide great abilities, but at a cost, and at costs that are sometimes not foreseen by those who are ready to take the temptation and wield those powers. So I wouldn't be surprised if it uses that concept, but maybe grounds it more in the real world. Let's see what it is in practice, or what I can pick up. This is Strung Out. The tune is Mephisto, and it's from their 2000 album / EP, The Element of Sonic Defiance. Well, I'm going to look up the lyrics in a minute, but I definitely heard that series of lines. It was something like, I've been waiting a lifetime to try to change this, or maybe change these devilish ways. It feels like it is playing off of the Goethe character types. And admittedly, like, I think it's Faust. Like, Marlowe had written a play where Dr. Faust was one of the main characters, and that play predated Goethe's Dr. Faust. So again, I think Goethe himself was working with some established character types, but is now seen as perhaps elaborating them most effectively, most famously, and so it is his work that is often referenced when people talk about Faust or Mephistopheles. So, yes, I enjoy the Sonics. Number one, I like the way they change tempos, always very dynamic, their songs, in terms of the rhythms and the pace and the transitional moments along the way. Definitely great guitar work again. I did note that section where it like twisted the Sonics inside out, and it's like, we're hearing it through like a music box or a radio, but it slowly works its way back to like, front regular sound. So I enjoyed that interlude, and that was a bit surprising. And yeah, as always, great vocals, lots of energy and fire to them. So now I will look, I guess, where are you going to want to go? She's not going to be happy no matter what I do here, but let's put you here and see what you think. And I should mention, I have this over here, so I might as well grab it while I'm looking up the lyrics. It's Goethe's Faust. I got this a couple years ago. I haven't gone through the full thing because it is quite long. There's like 2 parts, and they were written, I think, a couple years apart. But either way, I am fond of the source of this material. But okay, let's look this up. Okay, one more time, then I'll know. One more lie, then I'll go away. Pour another drink, and I'll ease myself into the comforts of your philosophy. Try to understand your friend in need, and I'm here to make it easier. That sounds like Mephisto. You and I are one and the same. We're built alike in so many ways. You can't understand and you won't accept. Your secrets are all safely kept here inside, so we're lost. I can be the one to find you. Everything that you deserve. No request will go unheard. You're better off without me now. But without me here, you're just better off alone. Just wait and see, you're just like me. Conversation's getting stale. A penny for your thoughts, one small betrayal. Does no man know what he's good for? Does no man want what he's asked for? It takes our design. I've spent a lifetime waiting for the chance to chase these devils away. That's what it was, okay? But they've always come smiling when you need them the most. Which, again, Mephisto. So I'll end this night alone again, with nothing to offer and nothing to give. Conversations spoken in vain alone. In vain, not like, it spells it like a vein in your arm. I imagine that's just a typo. So go away, it's easier if I stay so. Go away, it's easier this way. So yeah, I think there's a couple lines there you can interpret, playing off of the Mephisto character and concept. But again, it's very like psychological, psycho-emotional, and thoughts and feelings vis-a-vis another person. So yeah, I'm not sure I can untangle all that on a first listen/reading, but it seems like a lot of their songs really do get at psychology and the mental world, this stormy mental world inside people's brains. So in any case, let me know what you think. Shout out once again to Polly, and when we come back for Strung Out next time, we'll be on to another album. Peace.